Yay!
Thank you.
Dylan. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Happy Hour with Holly.
Right? A good happy hour.
Well, and of course for our happy hour, we had to come to one of our favorite places.
Yes, Modern Margarita.
Yes, definitely our true stomping ground. And we both, of course,
I
like
know.
the same drink.
Yes, we have on the same
spicy
earrings
mango.
today.
Oh yeah, we wore the same earrings today.
I know.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
So we love Modern Margarita because we love the margaritas. We also love the food here. They have the best street tacos. Of course, we're having the dip dough today.
Yeah.
And this is also a super fun memory place because we had a surprise birthday party for you here
Yes,
and for each
you did.
So
You
yeah,
did.
so super fun. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank
so
you
the point
for
of
having
today is to, of course, enjoy a little happy hour, but also to get to know a little bit more about Courtney.
Right.
We want to know a little bit more about you and your role on the Hen Best team. But let's start with a little background and help people get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So tell us about your background in terms of Arizona. I know you were born and raised here.
Yes, I am a true native. Have moved away a couple times, but went to PVUSD schools, went to Sandpiper, Desert Shadows, graduated from Horizon, got married, and my husband and I moved away a couple times, but we have been back here now since 2004.
Arizona kept reeling you back
Yeah,
in.
so-
Well, it was fate that brought us together
It
because
was.
our boys are the same age
Yes.
and they ended up in the same pre-K class.
Yes.
And it was really our boys that introduced us. So
Yes.
thank you to Jake and Max.
Uh-huh.
And I love the story about how we initially met, but I'm gonna let you tell it.
So first timers in pre-kindergarten, first
Yes.
kids, oldest kids, not really sure what's going on. And one day I get an email from Holly Henbest, and the email says, hi, you don't know me, but our boys are in class together and they seem to really like one another. Was hoping Max could come over for a play date. And
Yes.
I of course sent him over, and the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Our boys have been friends ever since. And then I really got to know you more, obviously, through our boys, but then you also have a day spa,
Yes.
and you got me hook, line, and sinkered into my regular facial regimen and
Yes.
coming to you.
Yes.
Which was also sort of the birthplace of us working together. But one day I was getting a facial and talking about how it was probably time for us to really grow our business in
Right.
terms of staff and support
Yeah.
so that we could do a better job of taking care of our customers. And I mean, I'll never forget your reaction to it. You were like, I'll help.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? You?
Yeah.
You already have a business. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But at that time, you were kind of changing your role in the business.
Yes.
And so you were looking to maybe incorporate something different. So what initially made you think, I want to do this? Like, your reaction was so quick. It was so awesome.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was because I was going to get to work with you, and like my other job is already so much fun, and I always joke that it's like girls' day every day because it's a day spa and we make people look pretty and feel good and have girl talk. And I mean, you're like one of my number one girls, and so I felt like, well, this is just a continuation of that, but now I'll be in her world. She's been in mine up to now, and now I'll be in
That's
hers.
true.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just, I had honestly never really given it any thought until you said it, and then knowing the shift that my business was taking and shifting gears a little bit, simplifying things a bit. I knew that I would have more time and that I don't do really well sitting, and I like to be busy, and so I thought,
well,
here's
we
my
solved
chance.
that problem.
Yes, you did.
Very
you did.
easily.
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah.
easily.
So, yeah.
So you've been with us now over 2 years.
Yeah.
And what would you say has maybe surprised you the most about our business?
I think how different every transaction is, first and foremost. I always just kind of thought, like, you buy a house, you sell a house. I had no idea the diversity of every transaction. So
Yeah.
that was really surprising to me.
To just share with the crowd too,
Yeah.
like you also were a client of ours
Yes.
before you were a realtor.
Yep.
So several years ago, you worked with us to buy and sell a home.
Right.
And I mean, I remember your reaction when all that was done. You were like, oh, this was so easy.
Totally, yeah.
And I remember at the time thinking, oh my gosh, you have no idea what was going on behind
Yeah.
the background. But I love that because
Yeah.
that is our goal.
Right.
And I feel like that was what was so critical about bringing you on when we did, was that we had more hands to help better manage the transaction, to ensure we were doing a better job of educating our clients
Right.
and communicating with them.
Yes.
And so you're a huge part of that.
Thank you.
And you do a great job of keeping our clients informed. So tell us about some of the functions that you perform as part
real
of the
quick, back to the whole you buying and selling our house for us. I had no idea the chaos that you end up sheltering all of your clients from. Like I said, it was tied up in a pretty little bow, and you were like, we're done when we did ours. And I was like, yay, this is great. This is how they're all going to go. And then being on the backside of it with you, seeing all that goes into it, I had no idea. And I don't really think that any of your clients do. And that's one of your gifts, is that you really manage all of that for your clients so that they don't have to know or see any of that.
Yeah.
And I applaud you for that, because I know it's not always easy with some of the things that happen behind the scenes. So I just think that's
hence the need
really
for
cool.
a lot of mango
I
margaritas.
know, that is definitely one of the reasons. One of the reasons.
So in terms of educating our clients and sheltering them from the chaos and keeping them informed, one of the things I love about your role with the team is that you keep us on a really tight ship with making sure that communication is timed perfectly to go out to our clients. You take care of our weekly showing reports. So every time we show a house, we send a follow-up email to the realtor. I call every realtor that shows every listing, and then we compile all the data of all that showing feedback, and we let our clients know immediately what that feedback is. But we also keep a running tab of feedback. Although hopefully we just sell it fast.
Exactly. So there's like 2 showings and we're done.
Exactly. But when there's not, we do keep that running feedback. And I feel like it's so critical that that gets communicated to a client, because everybody knows when they're selling their house, if somebody's been in your house today, you want to know what happened.
Absolutely.
And so while realtors don't always get back to us immediately, we are really hot to trot, I would say.
You're not getting away with
you're not getting away. We're after you.
We're
going to get that feedback, and I love how you keep track of it. And then we make sure every week that report goes to them, in addition to just the day-to-day update.
I'm for sure the checklist girl, so I try to keep you on task a little bit with the checklist. The more lists I have, the better. And so I love that I can manage that side of all of it, so that you can go do your client interfacing and your negotiating and the skills that you are really amazing at, and that the stuff that's the background noise that still has to get done and is important, that's something that I'm able to take on. So I do like the division of responsibilities and how it all kind of lines up. And so,
But I think it's super important too for people to know, like, you're a fully licensed realtor. Like, you do everything. You show houses, you go to inspections, you do walkthroughs, you are involved in every aspect of it, which also gives us that added layer of help. Like, if I'm on vacation or my dad's on vacation, it's so great that we have another fully licensed realtor here to help our clients in every single way. That you're fully attuned to all of that as well. So.
I definitely feel like I can take on some of the burden sometimes of some of the responsibilities, so hopefully helps. Like, I got to earn my keep, so I like that I know having a license allows me to do that.
And what's on your bucket list, would you say? Now, you've been here native, so you've done a lot of things in Arizona, but there's got to be some stuff left. So what's on your Arizona bucket list?
So my Arizona bucket list is for sure Antelope Canyon. Like, I see those pictures that you have posted, and they're
I want to go back again.
So I totally want to do Antelope Canyon. My big bucket list thing that's not really associated with Arizona at all, but I am bound and determined I am going to learn calligraphy. That's my that's my thing.
Well, I'm sure we can incorporate that somehow into real estate.
Maybe I'll get you to
maybe
learn
our
it
welcome
with me.
notes or something.
Gosh.
Oh gosh. Well, let's end it there and say cheers Cheers to working with you, being a part of the HENbest
team.
team.
Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you.
It's been a great ride
Thank
thus far.
you. And here's to many more adventures.
Many more.
Thank you for joining us for Happy Hour with Holly. To learn more about the HENbest team, please visit us at henbest.com or give us a call at 480-266-8785.